Shabbos, stay tuned. There's a Gavaldiga podcast. Rabbi Steve Geller does a Gavaldiga Zach, and that'll be coming out this week. Torah Giants on Chumash. Shalom Avrach, and welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Rabbi Goodmans, the Rabbi Emeritus of Young Israel Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. Once again, there are psukim that we're all familiar with, that we think we understand, yet once again, Rabbi Goodmans is going to give us a whole palette of color to paint a new, clearer picture. In our Parsha, I took your tribal leaders, wise and experienced men, and appointed them heads over you. Chiefs of thousands, chiefs of hundreds, chiefs of 50s, and chiefs of 10s. There is some math here that we should look at. Moshe's instruction was to appoint a chief for every 1,000 Jews, a chief for every 100, a chief for every 50, and a chief for every 10. The Gemara in Sanhedrin explains that the total number of appointees from this calculation for 600,000 people were 600 captains for 1,000, 6,000 captains per 100, 12,000 captains per 50, and 60,000 captains for every 10. And the Gemara gives us the total 78,600. The Gemara actually quotes a different pasuk in Yisro that may sound familiar. 1 head per 1,000, 1 per 100, 1 per 50, and 1 per 10. Virtually the same instruction as our pasuk. However, Tosfos in the Gemara in Sanhedrin objects to the count. Tosfos thinks the 600 highest officers per 1,000 certainly require no officers over them, so we should subtract those 600 from the list of captains of hundreds, leaving 599,400. Now, the captains of hundreds should only equal 5,994, not 6,000. This also affects the rest of the list. So you following the argument so far? Well, Rav Yaakov Tzvi Mecklenburg presents a beautiful analysis in the name of the Vilna Gaon. Each of these 4 levels of leadership, the 1,000, the 100, the 50s, and the 10s, were given a specific, distinct assignment. According to the Vilna Gaon, the 600 captains of thousands led the army into battle. The 6,000 captains of hundreds were the judges of disputes. The 12,000 captains of 50s were the elders teaching the Torah. And the 60,000 captains for every 10 are the police officers enforcing the laws. Since each level was not associated with the other, the numbers given by the Gemara are exact. So, answering Tosfos, the number of captains never decreases because they each are serving different purposes. But how does Reb Mecklenburg know that these indeed were the jobs of the different levels of captains over Bnei Israel? For this, we go back to that pasuk in Yisro quoted by the Gemara. Remember, it has the same instruction breaking down the captains over each level, 1,000s, 100s, 50s, and 10s. But that pasuk also described the qualifications for these captains as men of valor, who fear God, men of truth, and men who hate bribery. Reb Mecklenburg points out that these qualifications give the color to each level of captain that Yisro wanted Moshe to appoint in order to ease his burdens of responsibility. The chiefs of 1,000s, according to the Gra, lead the army into battle. They are men of valor. The chiefs of 100s, according to the Gra, are the judges. They are the men who fear God, to judge honestly without fear of an important litigant. The chiefs of 50s, according to the Gra, are teachers of the Torah. They are the men of truth to teach the true Torah. Finally, the chiefs of 10s, according to the Gra, are enforcers of the law. They are men who hate bribery, policemen who cannot be bribed when they come to enforce legal decisions. And if we had with us one of those captains of 10s to enforce the laws of Talmud Torah, they would tell you to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the share button, which copies the link to this video, allowing you to simply paste that link into Facebook, emails, texts, WhatsApp groups, or your social media of choice. It's the simplest mitzvah of Talmud Torah, and it helps realize the potential of Rabbi Goodmans' life's work, Torah Giants on Chumash. We go to yeshiva to learn, that's Torah. We seek closeness to Gedolim, that's Torah. We daven for inspiration and v'sein chelkenu b'sorasecha, that's Torah. We come up with chidushim in our own learning, that's Torah. Maybe. Share your chidushim. Send your original Torah pieces to torahmaybe@gmail.com or email that address for more information. Also visit www.youtube.com/@torahmaybe.